And I understand that.
Yeah.
But you could also have 40 of them not being used, or close. That's my only concern.
So where do you store these?
In my room.
In your room? Can you find the kids if they don't keep them in the garment bags?
We're planning on, well, see, and that goes back to the whole thing. When we can keep it in our room, we can keep a much tighter eye on them. And when you're done, here it is.
Actually, you can't find kids for that because that's the Ames ruling by IS or by the Department of Ed attorney that we wouldn't be able to find kids for that.
Really?
Find your parents then.
What would be the
It's a good try,
plan?
though.
You can't find for stupidity.
What would be the plan for
I've tried.
disposal or use of the old uniform?
Well, there's several options available.
Don't give them to my mom. I've used those other old ones 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Do not give them to my mom.
Okay. Well, plan B would be, there's always some schools looking for used ones, maybe middle school programs or whatnot. You don't get a lot of money out of them, but at least they're going to good use. Other things I've seen done with them is, schools that get hit with tornadoes or floods, you can donate. There's different options available there.
Did the booster clubs approve a dollar amount or a number of uniforms, or just a fourth?
They approved a fourth up to a certain dollar amount. And if I remember correctly, it was that 9,000. Yeah.
Do they all have the money available?
Yes.
Really?
Or that's what I've been told anyway.
You're hoping. Well, I agree pretty much with what Chris has said about this. If we were talking about 80 to 85 uniforms, I'd be 100% in favor. I'm 100% in favor of getting new uniforms, but then I'd be 100% in favor of the whole project. I think that it just looks to me like 100 uniforms might be a little overkill. And I appreciate, where you're coming from and the fact that you have a lot more experience and expertise about this than I do. I just wonder if there wouldn't be a lot of questions asked about buying 100 uniforms for what could be a 60-member band.
And it's understandable.
And which, if it doesn't come out of the PEPL, would come out of the general fund, and which would have, paid a portion of the salary.
Yeah.
I think that I would suggest we wait until we hear about PEPL or loss, because I think if those funded, that money sometimes we can't spend. If we can spend it out of there, I look at it a different way.
Yeah, I apologize for not thinking ahead and making that call, but
Well, I would have never
I think
dreamt
the
of it.
answer is yes, but I wouldn't want to have you vote on it tonight and then
Waiting another month does what for
tell you tomorrow.
you, though? You said
I think we're pretty well past the deadline of having them for fall, but I don't think a month is going to put us, to the point where I still think we'd have them for Christmas
For
concert.
your Christmas concert.
Because they probably got the prototype and...
Yeah, we have a sample uniform and everything, so.
So Brian, do they come out and size the kids up, or what? How do they determine 40 longs and 40 extra shorts?
Yeah, when we place the order, the day we place the order, he'll come and measure all of our kids, and then he'll kind of look them over and say, you got big kids here, you got small kids. It's kind of an interesting process. I learned a lot the first time I did it, and
He looks down in the grades, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
let's
Want to wait
I
and
think
see
it kind of
what...
Let's see where the money comes from.
Thanks, Brian.
I'd like to say my feelings are exactly what Chuck's are. I think we need new uniforms. I think they need to match. I'm concerned about the 100. I understand you're concerned about having to come back later on and have to ask for more, and then the time lag and all that.
That's my concern, not where it gets, or as far as our board, not where it gets paid from. I did a little bit of math. You had 54 current members in band, and I think you said something about 30%, 30 or 35% that the guy recommended you have over that. That ends up being another 16 kids. That ends up being 70 uniforms. And then I did see, like you said, that you have bigger numbers in the lower grades. And I understand the whole idea of the flip-flopping on what uniforms will be used at certain years, but I'd still be looking at, I'd be fine with 85 kind of deal. That's just me talking right now.
And quite honestly, I have no problem with us ordering 85. I guess the only question I have is, when we need more,
Right.
what's the process there?
And I see it as
And-
just like when we need new basketball or additions in there,
When
or,
we-
you know, you always have the kid who's got too big a head, so you need a helmet.
Yeah.
And I don't come and ask the board for that approval. If we've had basketball players that have been oversized uniforms, we've bought them because they're on the team. Thank heaven they didn't quit in the middle of the season. But we've had to buy oversized helmets for football. Well, I call them oversized, I don't know what that really means, but bigger.
Right.
And we've had to do that occasionally, and that's just happened. It's not been very often, though. And when it did, it cost a lot, because I remember looking at the price going, holy bucket. But we did it, and life went on.
And I guess that was the other thing, is I wanted to make you aware, should we have to buy 1 or 10?
We're going to get the full price of the $600 and some dollars.
Well, and at that time, I doubt it'll be that price, it'll probably go up.
I guess I would like to know what 80 uniforms would cost. You said there's a price break at 70, and then there's a 10 and a 30.
Well, it
I'd
would-
be curious about what 80 uniforms.
I think it's everything over 70, though.
Yeah.
You don't get another percentage, so you could just do
Gotcha.
Anything over
Okay.
70 is that
80% of
price.
that price would
Okay, I see what you meant. I thought they were just multiples of those numbers.
Well, it doesn't matter, you can buy 100 uniforms, you still might not have the right size.
Right.
So it's going to be that oddball person. The only thing we're really talking about is if we have more, if we have a lot of kids participating.
Well, and I think if your numbers go up, that's a good thing, and I'll
Be great
speak for
to-
myself, but I wouldn't have a problem getting however many more uniforms you need if your numbers continue to go up.
And I would like to think that down the road, 5, 6 years from now, when we're reorganized, that there will be a very supportive band group too that would want to see that happen, want to see the new uniform for the kid that needs it.
I just have one final question.
Yep.
I know, like with the SAC Music Booster organization, the last time we bought uniforms, they started immediately putting money away for the next time we would need them. I guess the only thing I would say, the only question I have so I can take back to them is, should we ever need more, would you see that as being the school replacing or buying those additional ones, or would that be, again, the quarter? Do they need to plan ahead for that possibility?
When we bought athletic kinds of things for site, if we needed different sizes, originally the boosters would have paid for the quarter, but we've never gone back to them to ask for a quarter. But typically we're buying 1 of something or 2 of something.
You mean
So-
10, 12 years down the road?
No,
We need
I'm saying,
2 or 3 years,
should
we need 10
more?
uniforms.
Yeah.
You're saying,
Yeah.
is it then going to be a quarter split between everybody?
Right.
Or is it, I don't know if we could answer that right now, would be my reply. But
I would think they'd be more than happy to help support it. Was a past booster member, everything.
If the numbers call for it,
We'd
I think
have
they
been
would.
thrilled to help.
Well, it's not that. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
make sure that they know, hey, this may come up, set some money aside. Okay, thanks for your time.
yeah,
Thanks, Brian.